And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Broken Sword 5, episode 2, part 3. The last time we found that Ramon got really drunk and he lost the key to this library thing, but we found it in one of his tin cans. I don't know, it's weird. But let's explore this untouched shrine. As you can tell, this area has been closed off for quite a few years.
A globe sat. I wondered if Marquez had played with it as a child.
That's a weird thing to think about. Kate? You're not Kate. You're Nico. Nico. This place must be full of, valuables and hidden treasures and stuff.
An empty frame rested against the wall. When they left, Genad's soldiers probably took everything of value.
Well, I guess nothing of value is left. Never mind, we can't loot anything.
Books were still stacked neatly in the bookcase. More were scattered on the floor.
Messy.
The old armor was in pride of place. Genad clearly hadn't moved it.
Do we have something on the desk?
The table had been cleared.
By whom? Oh, probably by the fascist soldiers or something. I don't see anything that you can take from here. No hidden panels, so let's explore the big obvious interactable thing in the room. And the tapestry.
The trunk contained someone's personal possessions. At a guess, Genad's. I wondered what secrets they might hold.
Nice boots.
A pair of well-worn boots.
Boots. I like the way she said boots.
The hat looked battered and old. I wondered if it had belonged to the mysterious Genad.
Probably. What's that?
The map had interesting markings and scribbles all over it. George would be so jealous.
So, what is this place, Senor?
It is my family's chapel.
It's not like any chapel I ever saw. Where's the altar, the crucifix, the Christian symbols? And this fresco, what's that?
How extraordinary. It tells a story. It depicts the journey of my ancestors, the Cathars, and their escape from the hilltop fortress of Montsegur with the Tabula Veritatis, from under the very noses of the soldiers of the Albigensian Crusade.
Whoa, wait a minute. Who are the Cathars? And what have they got to do with the tabula?
The Cathars were Gnostics. They lived in the south of France in the 12th century, at peace with the Jews and the Catholics of the Languedoc. They preach that men and women are equal, that God is within you, and that the Church is an obstacle to salvation. The Pope found their core beliefs abhorrent. The Cathars accused him and his Church of corruption. He condemned them as heretics. When the Pope learned that they were the guardians of the Tabula Veritatis, he conspired with the King of France and called for a holy war to wipe them out. The Albigensian Crusade was a callous, ruthless massacre. The final confrontation took place here at Montsegur in 1244. The Crusaders believed that they had slaughtered all the heretics, but a handful managed to escape with the tabula. They traveled south across the Pyrenees along secret trails. They brought the tabula here to Catalonia to be hidden once more.
Yes. Oh, is there more? Is my game stuck? Oh, there we go.
Sadly, it was not the end of their trials. The Spanish Inquisition saw to that. Nevertheless, for generations, my ancestors continued to guard the secret of the tabula. So, you understand why La Maledictio is important to me. It will lead us to the tabula again, so we can keep it safe from those who wish to abuse its power.
The painting brought us up here, senor. We need to find out why.
Indeed. So, yeah. Medieval times. So many bloody massacres.
It was a large marble statue of a young man holding some sort of colored glass lens. These statues...
What of them?
They're just like the figures in the painting. And on the fireplace.
Yeah. Actually.
Indeed. They are the two pillars of the Gnostic faith in harmony. And the bearded one is Yahweh, Jehovah, God of the physical world. The other is known by many names. Hillel, Ishtar. He is the bearer of light, Luxfere, Lucifer.
Lucifer? So you guys are devil worshippers?
No. When he is in balance with Jehovah, Lucifer is the god of desire and ambition, driving humans to be inquisitive, to discover, to advance. Just as Jehovah, when he is in balance with Lucifer, is the god of order. Jehovah stands for selflessness and altruism. Gnostics worship the harmony of both gods in balance.
But what if one were to rule without the other?
If Jehovah ruled without Lucifer, then individuality would be surrendered. Mankind would be wholly conformist, mindlessly dependent. Mere pawns of a controlling power.
And what if Lucifer ruled without Jehovah?
Ambition and desire would be transformed into unbridled greed, and man would lust only for wealth and power. Society would descend into chaos, disorder and war would prevail. Then Lucifer would be the devil indeed.
So we're getting quite the backstory here. They weren't exactly devil worshippers, but they had a more balanced situation, and they believed that God was within you, as in good and evil. People were capable of both good and evil, but they complemented each other. In a way. Well, that's how I see it anyway.
Senor Marquez?
Yes?
Yes. Talk to me about all of these things.
Why was this room so well hidden?
After Monsegur, my ancestors were very careful about announcing their presence. Even I, as a boy, knew nothing of this place.
Nothing.
Maybe the fresco is important.
Perhaps it denotes a dark time in our history. But wait, there is something strange.
Go on.
Each of the escaping Cathars is carrying a tabula.
Ah.
But you said there's only one tabula.
That is right. So, why would they paint this lie?
Maybe to hide the real destination?
Of course, and only a Gnostic would know the right one.
So they created decoys.
So the tabula is the key to the power of God.
Yes, it is an object of tremendous power.
Like in all Broken Sword games, there are always items of tremendous power. And most of them have proven to be supernatural, but it's never quite explained. Like, hey, there is a supernatural. Holy shit.
So you say the Cathars are Gnostics?
The Cathars were a medieval religious movement based on Gnosticism. Nowadays, we simply call ourselves Gnostics.
Gnostics. That's the cool way to say it.
Wow. This Albigensian crusade sure must have been a bloody affair.
Few were spared. But it was only one episode in 2 millennia of persecution.
Well, that's humanity for you. It loves to persecute.
You talk about balance. What does that mean?
Harmony comes from the balance of Jehovah, who offers order, and Lucifer, who brings ambition. Only under their dual influence will man become enlightened. See the light.
Okay. Let's talk more about these statues then. Lucifer looks so cool.
So this statue is Satan.
Not Satan, Lucifer.
Okay, so not evil?
Not
The
exactly.
church demonized Lucifer to suit their own ends. He represents the spiritual and intellectual elements of the world. Good and evil are simply products of the human condition.
So Jehovah, he's God, isn't he?
He is the central figure in Abrahamic religions, but he represents just one aspect of our Gnostic beliefs, the physical world.
I see. Do you want a cookie?
Rich tea cookie?
It looks similar to a Marie.
Marie, huh? Can you dunk a Marie?
Dunk? What is dunk?
No way. You never dunked?
I don't think so.
Wow. Well, here's a promise. When this is all over, I'll teach you how to dunk.
Thank you, George. I look forward to that.
What? You never dunked, man? You ain't living until you dunked. That was a weird conversation. It's conversations like these that kind of bring back the humor in the Broken Sword series. I kind of felt that they broke the humor in the 3rd and 4th games, but I'm glad that they went back to the cartoony with the humor.
Did I ever mention Trevor?
The old cockroach in a matchbox trick, eh?
Oh, you know it.
It's nearly as old as ferret in the pants.
I'm getting out of touch.
Ferret in the pants. Interesting.
Are you sure you don't want your medallion back?
I am sure. I know.
I will definitely find a use for it, probably in this room, actually.
Father Simeon, the Dominican priest, was carrying these papers when he was killed.
So?
You're not interested in him?
I have no interest in priests or their papers, senor.
He wouldn't want to see it.
That's what you said. Fine. We still have to use these tiny little statues again. I wonder where.
It was a candelabrum holding a single candle.
Can I light it?
Just what this place needed. Bit of mood lighting. If only I had a few scatter cushions.
Now, George, now's not the time to redesign the place. Although some cushions would work terribly well.
Marquez had told me that this statue was of Jehovah. The fresco deserved a proper examination. The fresco was surrounded by dusty inscriptions. My Latin was a little rusty, but I could still translate. Ex igne puritas, from fire, purity. Ex luce veritas, from light, truth. Ex labore sapientia, from struggle, knowledge. Cathars being burned at the stake. Knights of the Albigensian Crusade. A town of northern Catalonia. A town of northern Catalonia.
Northern Catalonia. And look at all these figures carrying like tabula decoys.
Cathars fleeing across the Pyrenees to escape the slaughter of the Albigensian Crusade. They seem to be carrying something. Cathars, they...
Okay, But we don't know which one had the real thing.
A town of northern Catalonia.
Okay.
A town of...
So just towns. Ah, I think, yeah. This is where we get the hint with the shields, because they all have shields, so we can decipher which town is which by the coat of arms. Cool. Very cool indeed. What else can we do here?
It was a glass wheel divided into 6 colors, and it looked like it could be rotated. Part of the lens was covered.
Why? Ooh, that's pretty.
It was an ornate glass disc divided into 6 colored segments. I removed the small leather cover to reveal a crude crystal lens.
Whoa.
Colored light streamed through and shone onto the fresco.
That is awesome.
The color changed from yellow to green. The color changed from green to turquoise.
Can I get this in my house? I expect we do the same for Jehovah's statue. Oh, and it's blowing lights there.
It was a glass wheel, just like the one held by the other statue.
Interesting.
Part of the lens was covered.
So let's remove the crystal from that one as well. It's blowing light onto the fresco. That can't be good for a very old fresco because light usually damages it pretty severely.
The color changed from yellow to green.
Interesting. I'm just going to explore Father Simeon's notes again because there might be a hint on which colors we have to use. No, George, look at them. Fine sugar. Okay, so we did the clad in green and whatever. All shall know that the light of knowledge is blue, and the light of life is green. So, light of Eden, both blue and green, intertwine with the light of man. I think this is the passage that we're going to use. Pure light, white light, will win. So we have to create white light. But Marquet told us that the figure representing Lucifer was sort of the knowledge and the spiritual. So he might need a blue color. Whereas Jehovah, the light of life and the physical world, is green. And the light of man, well, coming from like light color theory and something, light of man would have to be red because red, green, and blue would create white, which, as the note said, will win. But how do I get red light up in there?
Marquez had told me that this was a statue of Lucifer.
There's another blue though.
The color changed from turquoise to blue.
Perfect. That's what I needed. Did something happen? I think we did something right, but this candelabrum. We need... Oh, there we go. Red!
Amazing.
Ta-da!
The light is showing the path of the bonhomme.
The what?
The sacred trail my ancestors took across the Pyrenees, carrying the Tabula Veritatis, from Montségur across the mountains to this town.
And which town is that?
I don't know. That I cannot answer. But its coat of arms is quite distinctive.
Hint, hint.
But how does it bring us closer to the tabula?
It tells us the route the tabula took 800 years ago.
I think that's all we're going to find up here.
You're right. We should return to the hall. Eva will be getting worried.
I doubt it. Oh, there she is. She was worried. Bless her. I think I see the coat of arms right there, above the door.
Okay, we found the route of the Bonhomme Trail. How does it help us?
It must somehow relate to the painting.
Papa, are you crazy? What are you doing?
I'm fine, don't fuss.
You got me out here to look after you, so let me do it. Ramon is outside keeping watch.
Hello.
George, I'm glad you're safe. What did you find?
There's a secret chapel above the fireplace. But it's not your average everyday chapel. It's a Gnostic chapel. All laid out for worshipping not one god, but two.
What?
I'll tell you when we have more time.
You know, I found some things too, which might connect with all that. Come to the library. Oh, could you bring the painting? I think we're going to need it.
Sure thing. Sweet cheeks. But I think this is the coat of arms that showed, like, the real town, the town that they took the real tabula. Or was it this one?
The coat of arms
Yes!
was exactly the same as the one depicted on the fresco.
What's the city?
It read Berga.
Berga. Okay, we're gonna go there. Now give me the painting.
What are you doing with La Maledizio?
Chill, man.
Nico found something and asked me to bring the painting. I promised to take care of it.
I promise not to fall in a fire.
Are you all right, Senor Marquez?
I am fine. Just winded, that's all.
Any idea what Nico might have found?
Parts of this house have been sealed off for a long time. You go. I will stay here.
You really had no idea that the Gnostic chapel was behind the fireplace, did you?
No, but the house is full of secrets.
It is indeed.
Can you tell me any more about this trail of the Bonzon?
It was the secret route taken by my ancestors across the Pyrenees. The route that brought the tabula to Catalonia.
Well, I think we discussed everything from you. Do you want your medallion back?
Do you want your medallion back?
You keep hold of it. I am certain that you will need it.
Again? We just used it on something that was, like, specifically made for it. Interesting. Let's go and see what Nico found. I don't think Eva will have any relevant input, so...
Eva, go with him.
Damn!
Make sure the painting comes to no harm.
I should stay with you, Papa.
Don't worry about me. La Maledizio is more important.
Damn, Marquet. You don't trust me.
Have you brought the painting?
Sure, why do you want it?
Because I found out what Genon was up to.
The Gainan who tried to buy the painting from Madovsky?
No, Genon who led the fascists here during the Civil War. Genon who then spent months here searching for something. And who vanished one day, leaving that trunk full of goodies over there.
You think he's connected to the Gainan who wrote the letter to Madovsky?
It seems likely that they were related.
Maybe. So what's the plan you've uncovered?
Take a look at this. It's Genon's map. He was searching for something.
Searching for what exactly?
The Tabula Veritatis, I guess.
You think he found it?
I doubt it. If he had, then people wouldn't still be chasing after the painting.
So why did you want me to bring it?
See this scribble in the sea?
It's the same shape as the circles around the Ouroboros.
Yes. Genon thought that pattern in the painting had something to do with a map of Catalonia.
So, I guess we try to finish what Gainan started. I'd put money on those circles around the Ouroboros being places in Catalonia.
But which places?
Maybe the painting can give us some more clues.
Maybe. Can we use the painting with it? Where is it?
That wouldn't make any sense.
Well, never mind. George, look at the damn map.
The map had to be the...
It is. Look at it. Your objective is to solve the clues hidden in La Maledictio and mark the 4 key locations. Pick up a pin. You will know when you have correctly identified. How will I know? How? Well, we found one city, which was Berga, because of the coat of arms, and we found the trail.
So, the coat of arms on the fresco pointed us towards Berga.
Then it must be important.
Yep. But it said 4 locations. Why do we have 5 pins? Huh.
The pattern looked similar to the layout of the orbs on the painting. Gainan must have figured out that the orbs referred to various locations in Catalonia. The municipality of Torelló.
Torelló. I wonder, do we have to follow the pattern? Like, here? No, we can't put it in Torelló. Maybe it's a different direction. I don't know. Let me look
I
at
decided to put the pin back down.
Good decision, George.
I wasn't sure that...
Let's look at the painting again.
There was a tower within the ring. Maybe it indicated a place?
Yeah, it could be.
Inside the ring was what looked like an affluent town. A scarred face stared back at me from within the Ouroboros. It depicted the town of Berga on the trail of the Bonzon.
Ah, so the town of Berga is sort of in the middle. Well, that's good to know, actually.
The ring depicted some kind of castle gate.
Castle Gate.
Positioned in the light cast by Lucifer and Jehovah, it had to connect to the trail of the Bonzon.
Trail of the Bonzon Castle. Okay. So Berga.
Time to take another... The fresco pointed me to Montségur.
Well, mark it on the map.
Oh, Montségur. What is that? Montségur.
This was one of the locations highlighted on the fresco.
And this was the starting point of the journey of the Bonan. The good man. The Cathars, right?
Yep.
2 locations down. If the vignettes on the painting were anything to go by, I needed to find 2 more.
2 more. Huh. Montségur, Berga.
The mountain range of Montserrat. The location didn't sound familiar. I needed to get up to speed on Gainan's research.
Well, maybe not there. I can just click around randomly, actually, but maybe there is some sense into this.
The municipality of... That was a total guess. Maybe the painting or fresco would have helped.
Okay, fine. Total guess. I know, it was a total
The
guess.
municipality of I couldn't...
It's
I
probably
wasn't
not.
sure that I had all the information I needed to pinpoint the important locations.
So back to the painting? I already explored it. Huh.
The castle gate signified the mountain fortress of Montségur.
So that's Montségur.
It depicted the town of
Berga.
Inside the ring was what looked like an affluent town. It was the figure of a priest, but with a dog's head. The figure was pointing up at a ring above him. The figure of Lucifer, Simeon's warning about devil worship still rang in my ears. The youthful figure held a glowing blue orb in his hand.
Ah, yes. And this was the hint of the blue light and the green light. Lots of hints to figure out that light puzzle.
See the guy with the padlock through his mouth? So much for nose rings, huh?
I do believe that's San Ramon.
Whoa, Nico, how did you know that?
Ramon told me he was named after a saint with a lock through his lips.
There was a tower within the ring.
I wonder if this tower is the Tower of Saint Ramon. It could be. Does Eva know anything about it?
Eva.
Yes?
Yes.
Do you have any idea what we should be looking for?
What do I know? You're the ones who think there are secrets hidden here.
And there are.
The fresco was beautiful and it showed us Berga.
Did it have any other clues?
Well, I don't think so. Not obvious ones, anyway. This map is confusing.
Maybe Gainan had already decoded it.
I'm not sure. He might have, since he kind of stopped at crossing out 3 cities. Let's see if Ramon has something to say. Maybe he knows where this tower
I
is.
had no reason to go back out there.
Well, maybe not. Never mind.
The old man was fast asleep. I didn't want to disturb him.
Yeah, best let him sleep.
I had no reason to return to the chapel.
So we're done with everything, and it's just kind of guesswork. Table, map, tapestry.
A moth-eaten tapestry hung on the wall.
Lovely.
The map had to be the key. 4 clues, 4 locations. I just needed to pinpoint the location they referred to.
So a tower. We're looking for another tower. Maybe... Oh! There it is!
The village of San Ramon.
So fucking obvious.
I'd found 3 locations. Now I had to track down the last one.
The last one? What was the last one?
I wasn't sure that I had all the information I...
Yes, yes. Yes, yes. What was the last one? The dog-headed man and an affluent city, eh?
Inside the ring was what looked like an affluent town.
So it should be like on a diagonal with San Ramon. If the pattern is
4
anything...
clues, 4 locations.
If the pattern is anything to follow, it would be the city of Vic?
The municipality of Vic. Gaynor had been researching the possible locations of the tabula. Perhaps there were some clues left in his possessions.
Ah, okay. Well, that's a hint.
I wasn't sure.
Let's go back and search through his pants.
I lifted the hat out of the chest. There was something tucked beneath the shirt.
Ah,
I removed the oilcloth from the chest.
nothing there.
I picked up the blank. I had no desire to take the old boots. I picked up the folded note.
Was that...
It was a telegram.
Ah, crap. Has been encoded with a substitution cipher. To crack the code, highlight a letter. I'm not too big on these kind of puzzles and adventure games, to be honest, because they kind of detract from the story. But, you gotta do it. Well, most of the modern adventure games seem to, like, really love these kind of puzzles. Your chosen letters will appear on the telegram. If you make a mistake... Okay. Well, I'm thinking P might be an A. Okay, highlight a letter on the telegram. P. A. Or maybe not. This is not going to be fun. Shit.